Um, all right, so one thing we're going to discuss, we're not going to vote on this today. This is more of a talk about it, so that way we can discuss it through the week, kind of feel it out throughout the week. Mostly, that's what we're going to be doing today. We're not going to really be having a vote today, but discussing whether or not we're going to continue needing the Discord after uh, Eel and Rico are done building the website, because the whole entire point of the Discord was so that we had a place to put the bylaws, pictures, our hierarchy, and that kind of stuff without people having to literally memorize it because there wasn't a place for us to write it down at. So that was mostly the whole point of the Discord. It does help make it a bit easier to organize and keep track of people and stuff like that, but I know there's just a lot of people who just don't like it. So it's one of those I figured I'd let everybody put their voice in on that throughout the week, and by next week we'd have an official vote on that. Um, the other thing is this same thing. We're not really going to make a vote on this, but discussing whether or not we should actually pick a style for the gargoyle in the future. It's one of those we're going to leave it open right now, let everybody have their own style and the way they want it, but it's one of those I want to take some pictures and videos throughout the week to see if we like the looks of having everybody have different styles of the gargoyle, or if we want to end up like choosing a style for the club type thing. But again, it's not something we're going to vote on now. Figured we discuss it, see how things look throughout the week, and then make an official vote next week on that. Um, Another thing, table members. I would like you guys to start keeping an eye out for possible future presidents for if, or a future uh, charter. Last couple of times we've opened charters, we picked the presidents last minute, and it's never worked out in our favor type thing. So I'd like to get a head start on that and have an idea ahead of time of who our president for the next charter is going to be. So that way we're not running around with chickens like with our heads cut off situation again like last time. Um, so let me know on that. You guys have any nominees? If there's anybody who's interested in the spot, let me know type thing. I'll keep an eye on you, we'll discuss you type thing. Uh, um, Anybody got anything to say on that? VP for another charter or president for another charter? President for another charter? Yeah, I'll put your name on the list, man. All right, sounds good. That's one name on the list. Like I said, if anybody has a nominee or you want to put yourself on the list, just come forward. It's going to be one of those. I'm not going to make this decision by myself this time. Uh, I'm probably going to make it more of a kind of a, I don't know. I'll decide if it's going to be a first nine or a national table decision type thing. I feel like it should be a national table decision, so probably get everybody together and decide together who we think will be the best choice, because I don't want to leave it just up to me this time, because I have not made the best choices in the past and feel like this is one of those things we need multiple voices on. Um, Table challenges for Sergeant Arms and Road Captain. How those are going to work is those two table positions can be challenged, but the challenge is going to have to be, the table is going to have to actually uh, accept the challenge. So it's one of those situations where we don't have some person show up that we don't like that's going to challenge the table spot that we just don't think is going to work out. Some person who's just trying to get a patch on their back and not actually do the uh, spot justice. So for road captain, their main role will be to um, help with it, events, mostly church events and stuff like that. Just help plan events and things like that. And then Sergeant at Arms is mostly going to be in charge of helping keeping members protected when we get into fights, especially table members type thing, because us with the standing out patches are going to be targeted pretty easily in a lot of situations. Um, Another thing is we've been doing events on random days when we feel like it. I feel like we need to pick a couple of days through the week. Again, one of those things we'll discuss it through the week and pick a couple of days through the week to have our events on so it's not just a random thing here and there. We have our event days. Obviously, we have events on Sundays, but we'd like to have a couple other event days throughout the week for people to look forward to. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. You're good, man. You do your part. I promise you. You do your part plenty. Um, One final thing that I want to touch on. Oh, if anybody got anything to say on that?
Yeah, I do. I think maybe what we should do is uh, probably put some sort of thing telling us what days what everybody works at and what times they get off.
Yeah,
So,
we have
oh,
a work schedule channel in the Discord.
okay,
I'll add everybody in it so they know where it's at. I don't think I added everybody when I made it.
yeah.
So,
And then, I mean, probably doing events would most likely, I mean, I know that there may be some people who work on the weekends, but maybe something around there like Saturdays, well, Saturdays and Sundays, because I know that there are probably a good variety of people here that do have those times off. But again, I may be wrong about that. But I think those would be more looked on and be a little easier for a good variety of the people on here for doing event wise.
yeah. So it's one of those, if you have a Discord, go ahead and put your work schedule in the work schedule, and I'll add everybody so you know where it's at. It's underneath uh, Billboard, I believe. Uh, Eel, did you have something to say?